Xavier, what going?
I get this one this time.
Yeah, boy. Hold on, I'm gonna flip the camera. Yeah, boy. Put all the jerseys them up. Try to motivate me.
Yeah.
But,
How is this? How is this already? You play first game?
in Iceland, yeah. We play Saturday. Lose 2-1. No. We actually play indoors.
It's still outdoor? Yeah, because some playing under the in the indoor, like under the whatever it's the dome.
Yeah, the way it works is that they have the dome, so some clubs will play in the dome.
Yeah.
But it's not because of weather; it's just because they want to use it.
Oh,
so
true.
My next game, yeah.
I see my friend playing in the dome right now.
Yeah, that's just because they want to do it. It's not a weather problem.
No weather.
Unless it's foggy, you can play outside. My first game was outside. Yeah.
They lose 2-1.
Yeah, boy. They come back. We'll lead 1-0 the half and they come back. So it's a good game though.
You need a goal scorer.
Eh?
You need a goal scorer.
No.
Some youths, We
have some good players, But yeah, we can always carry them to Iceland and get them career started.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. All right. So follow up with the last interview. I say thanks again. Although messed it up a couple times.
Yeah.
Can't get a follow up done, but I try to get it done today. So first thing, really want to give the people my announcement again about your career progress.
Meaning that I got called up, reselected in the national team pool.
Yeah, but almost have it out.
Well, yeah. I thought you was going to ask me a question.
Oh, no. I mean, just you want to talk about it a bit. How you feeling? If you think you can make it or whatever. That's like if you want to talk.
Well, it's always an honor to be called up to a national team, even if it's a training squad, the pool, the final squad, because it's something that I dream of as a kid, And this is where I've been working towards the entire life, and representing a country is one of the greatest feelings, So I just was happy to be named in the the squad to train as well, So that and this is our coaches. This is a new coach and this is first team, his first squad. So it's always a good feeling.
Not good. So for the national team pool, like you say, when them are gonna do a final cut or prepare for a tournament?
Not sure, but there's some information I can't really disclose.
That's all good.
So yeah.
Do you know any major tournaments coming up at least?
There were tournaments that supposed to be in June, but because of the pandemic, it was put off till like September, October. I can't remember which tournament.
Okay.
So yeah.
Alright, so we can wait for that and see what happens then.
Yeah.
So as we said, we're gonna do a little follow up. Some of the people that will watch the video I have a few questions based on what he said. Start speak straight English and so first question, we both went to Howard and we understand that Howard is kind of a melting pot for most people of color. For you, how do you feel Howard helped you immerse yourself maybe as a person or at least culturally to when you leave Howard and then you're going in your professional career?
Well, Howard made me more confident in myself. I was able to be myself a lot more because of being around, not necessarily being around people of the same skin color, but the people, or being around people that understand why you act a certain way, why you talk a certain way, why you do certain stuff. So it made me be a more free person, I'd say. I was able to be free. So yeah, it helped me build my confidence as well, to just be myself anywhere I go, on and off the pitch, regardless of who I'm around, just it it just made me a more confident person, I'd say.
Yeah, not good, not good. Yeah, I feel the same way. Feel like after Howard, I felt more confident about myself coming to Iceland, and I feel like my identity definitely bloomed
Yeah,
more. So I understand what you're saying.
yeah.
Going back before Howard into Charleston, we know that Charleston is a PWI, and some people talk about how the things happen as such. But talk a little bit about your experience at Charleston. Do you feel like that, or you have your own separate feelings?
I have a different feeling. To be honest, Charleston was some of the nicest people I've met around the world. It's one of the nicest cities. The people are always friendly. I've never encountered any racial abuse, anything. People in what I've seen, that people have treated me equal down at Charleston. And for the people that don't know, Charleston is South Carolina. So South, yeah, but it's all it was it wasn't, you seem different color in Charleston, but the way people treat you, they treat you as their own,
Yeah,
and
like
but yeah, so like you belong. I'm not sure if it is because I was an athlete, or or what.
special
So
treatment.
sometimes, yeah, so
Yeah,
sometimes athletes get treated different to regular persons. So
yeah,
I'm not sure, but I've never encountered any racial anything. It was I felt at home at Charleston as well. You know,
yeah.
so yeah.
Um, so in a Howard, they have like kind of a mix with the city type situation. It's a more open school. But Charleston, was it more like closed off and you enter the school, or was it mixed as well?
It was basically the same thing. It was both
Same thing.
in the city and open. So
Uh,
you're on the like people will be passing on the street every day. Like people going to their homes. They have to pass there to go to their home. So it was an open school. It was in the middle of the city. So
yeah.
it was downtown. Yeah.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah. So the same exact thing. Just a
Yeah.
PWI and a HBCU.
True. True. That's good. That's good. So for that environment, you go in Charleston, PWI, Howard, HBCU, and you go into your professional career. So when you were in Europe, let's just say Europe right now, the environment around like the players, did you feel like anything happened, or like any emotions were different? Do you feel included in any way? Like,
Most times I felt included, but if there were any sort of thing, it would be behind my back, But
yeah,
most times I felt like included, because I don't know, because it's a team, and I feel like they probably had other players of my skin color before,
yeah,
so they probably got accustomed to it. But most times you were included, and they were really nice people. Sometimes I couldn't understand what they said, so you never know what they're saying. But most times I felt included.
that's good. That's good. And last question, the language barrier thing. So one thing somebody was asking was how you feel, maybe not even college, but like school system in general prepared you for any type of language barrier you had going into the pro.
Well, first of all, me personally, I did languages in secondary school. So I like languages, but I also like learning new things. But even though per se Czech Republic Czech was hard to learn, but it was
Mm-hmm.
still you learn bit by bit every day by being around them. The
Yeah.
language barrier was tough when the coach had to speak to you. That was the
Oh,
toughest part about it. So when the coach giving you an instruction in the field, sometimes one of the guys have to translate it. One of the guys that were privileged enough to go to a school that learn, English. So they would translate for you while on the field. That was the toughest part about it. But other than that, you learn every day, and it's something that I used to look forward to. Learning new words, good and bad words.
yeah. Yeah.
It was something I look forward to. But yeah, it's a good experience. It's a good experience. You're learning something new every day. So even if in your spare time after practice, you use your translator. You learn how to say stuff in the restaurant, how to say stuff on the field. The field is the most important.
True.
So you learn to say things like man on, 1, 2.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I agree. Even in here, my take would be like, so my coach is Serbian,
Yeah.
and he learned Icelandic. So, but there are other players on the team who are Serbian or Croatian, and their language is very similar. So
Yeah.
I said it's best for me to learn Serbian instead of Icelandic because most of the Icelanders already know English or at least
Yeah.
know the basics.
Yeah.
And I feel like the communication between me and some of the players, the Serbian Croatian players, would be better if I tried to learn the language.
Yeah. That's the
So
best
yeah,
thing to do out there, to try and learn as much as you can. It makes it easier for you to play, and sometimes even when you're out of contract, like you're coming to the end of your contract, sometimes the coaches would say it's tough teaching him stuff. They can use that as a way to pick another
yeah,
player. You understand?
true,
So yeah.
true. Yeah, that's a big danger, and I think a lot of young people should try to think about that. It's not necessary to say you're going to study every language right now, but have an open mind to be prepared to learn all these things in a fast pace because sometimes you get maybe a week or two before the season starts.
Yeah.
And if you don't have that open mind to try and learn much as possible, language barriers can kill your game.
Yeah, for
Especially if
sure,
you're in
for
a
sure.
leadership position. Like as a center
Yeah.
back, I have to be talking way
Yep.
more than a
Yep.
striker would be. So
I was just about to say that in the defense, it's much more important to learn the language in the defense, because even if you're playing on the left wing back, or the center back, left wing back, if they're telling you to close in, they're telling you push, if they're telling you, but center back, you have to actually say it. You have to
yeah,
actually say it. And the left wing back
okay.
is more of understanding it. But
Yeah,
center back, you have to, yeah. So it's important.
really important. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that wraps it up. You have any final points to add to?
Not really. I forgot my final points from last time. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I think you were mentioning that they could reach out to you.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah. Any information on college, professional football, soccer, if anybody wants to know, you could always reach out to me on Instagram, Facebook, anything Joel put up, any information, you can always reach out to me. I'm always
yeah,
willing to help out someone.
that's good. That's good. And I'll drop your handle in the description so they can reach out to you.
All right, good.
Well, you're recovering from training today
Yeah,
with the
yeah, yeah.
national team.
Nah, my personal training.
Oh,
Yeah, this evening.
all
National
personal.
team
Okay.
practices in the morning.
Okay. Okay.
Hot sun. Yeah.
So you did 2 training a day.
No. We didn't have training today. National team didn't
Okay.
have training today.
Uh, oh, that's good, bro. Stay active even on recovery days.
Yeah,
Uh,
man.
that's another point to tell the kids because a
Yeah.
lot of people think team practice is the only practice that is
No, you have to do extra stuff. You have to do
have to.
everything. Have to do everything. Work on your own.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
thing. I feel like we were taught that it's extra, but it's really not. It's
Not extra.
required. It's
Yes.
required. It's
We say
really
extra,
required.
but that's basic for them. They are
Yeah,
accustomed doing it. So yeah,
exactly. Yeah,
something you learn too. We not taught. We aren't taught it in Caribbean.
not really. But
Yeah,
unless you play like academy or stuff, and them
yeah.
try to tell you.
You practice and you go home and you align. You chill with your friends. Yeah,
You're rhyming, man. Always
yeah.
rhyming. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, those have. Thanks for the follow up after so many tries.
Yeah, no problem.
But we'll keep in touch.
All right, man.
All right, later.